A powerful earthquake struck Balochistan on 24 September 2013. The quake's epicenter was in the Awaran District, but other districts of Balochistan, Kech and Panjgur were also affected. According to reports, the tremors registered were of 7.8 on the Richter scale. After the initial incident, another earthquake of 7.2 magnitude hit the same area of Balochistan on September 28, 2013.
सवा 4 बजा मावती किसानी था लोगान या आराम बुतगंक अल्लाह तरफ अल्लाह फजल करमा छे इस ज़िलज़िले वाक़या था मैं सारा मंगोलिया इलाके था तमाम किसाना याक दस्ता आई यानी लेवल कुत्ता बराबर कुत्ता ज़मीन था इसी था बाज़ मर्दों में गांचे शहीद भी था और बाज़ मर्दों टप्पी भी था
मां मन काम भी तो थी ज़मीन आवदा कारा भी तो अचानक की याद से भी था मन पता चाहते को थी लोग आते को खैर मैं मर्दों से तरत का लोग बुरा डेले तक मावरम पच्चता लोग आना जागाना चीज़ाना त्याना खाशां कुत्ता पता चिक मर्दों चमदा तकरीबन याज़ द मर्दों मकद्दा दा मर्दों या जाम बाग भी था लेकिन टप्पी सक बाज भी था मन जन चिक भी तो मना तादाद मालूम नहीं.
The initial results of rapid assessment done by hands and data presented by Provincial Disaster Management Authority, Government of Balochistan, showed that 42,000 families and nearly 300,000 people were affected. Around 90% of the buildings collapsed, including shops and houses in 8 Union Councils of District Awaran. The 5 Union Councils of Panjgur and 2 Union Councils of District Kech were also affected from the disaster. According to PDMA Balochistan, 399 people were killed and 599 were injured. Dozens of health and education facilities, water wells, and Karezs were also damaged. Realizing the pathetic state, Hands was among the first few not-for-profit organizations to reach Awaran with philanthropy funding and later £2.5 million, equal to 412 million Pakistani rupees from DFID UK-8 partnership. We had the honor to meet the Chief Minister of Balochistan and brief him on the Relief and Recovery Project, and he graciously consented to launch the project. Hands planned and worked in close coordination with District Administration and Lines Department under the leadership of Deputy Commissioner Awaran and PDMA Balochistan. Hands was founded by Professor Abdul Ghaffar Billo in 1979. Hands has evolved in 34 years as one of the largest not-profit disaster management organization of the country with integrated development model. Hands has a network of 32 offices across the country and has access to more than 16.2 million population of nearly 20,274 villages in 35 districts of Pakistan. Hands' strength is 18 volunteer board members, more than 1,700 full-time staff and thousands of community-based volunteers of 5,205 medium and small-size organizations. After the conduction of rapid assessment of the affected, a plan was developed to reach 10,000 households and 56,000 individuals through the project in earthquake-affected districts of Balochistan. The project reached to communities of 8 worst affected union councils. Hands believe in community participation and worked with group methodology, and thus 400 community support groups were formed. Each group comprised of nearly 25 beneficiaries. Realizing the immediate needs of targeted communities in the relief and early recovery phase of the earthquake, Hands distributed 10,000 emergency shelter roofing kits, bamboos, plastic sheet and ropes, 20,000 blankets, 10,000 ceramic filters and 10,000 solar lights to the affected as per their need assessment. In the health sector, the contribution of Hands included 7 mobile medical teams sent from Karachi to provide health services to 27,000 sick and injured people. Emergency health care services package included maternal and child care, physiotherapy of injured patients, rehabilitation of disabled through developing a cadre of community health workers. We also distributed 50 wheelchairs to the disabled. HANS is also in the process of giving 2 Hilux ambulances to the District Health Administration and solar energy source to maintain the cold chain of vaccines for 5 health facilities including District Headquarter Hospital Awaran. In the education sector, considering the urgent needs of district, 25 child-friendly spaces were established. Learning material and sports material was provided which played a vital role to increase the interest of children. To change environment probably attributed to the increase in enrollment up to 1,469 children. 1 teacher from each school was trained and equipped with psychosocial well-being skills. Water, sanitation and hygiene services were provided at 25 targeted locations of government schools along with provision of furniture and learning material. HANS in recent year has developed and excelled in providing low-cost shelters in disaster-affected areas. Through its infrastructure development energy, Wash and Shelter program arranged to deliver the knowledge and skills at local level for construction of disaster resilience shelters through conduction of orientation session to community groups. The project provided the opportunity of cash grant through bank transaction of Pakistani rupees 49,500 per family to 4,500 families to build shelters. Cash grant of Pakistani rupees 223 million is in transfer process. HANS also intervened on the livelihood aspect and cash grants for 1,200 livelihood schemes to benefit 10,000 community members is in process as livelihood enhancement support. Out of 1,200 schemes, 32% are water related, 28% cleaning and hygiene, 1.4% community physical infrastructure, 11% handicraft, and 10% shelter. HANS also enhanced the livelihood of community groups through supplying 800 tool kits, each of which comprised of 6 tools to be used in agriculture and non-agriculture labor. The intervention is still in the process and 63 million cash grant will be disbursed till the end of project period. HANS ensured the transparency by signing an agreement with United Bank Limited for online cash transfer direct to the beneficiary on presentation of national identity cards. HANS also established an online complaint mechanism named Suggestion and Complaint System to give a direct access for all complaints to Chief Executive Secretariat for sharing of any concerns and grievances through telephone, letter, messaging or emails. HANS Monitoring and Evaluation Program also hired Balochistan Engineering and Technology University Huzdar as third-party monitors after signing a memorandum of understanding. The Monitoring and Evaluation Program also made it mandatory to different cadres of staff to make monitoring field visits to ensure timely sharing of challenges, smooth implementation and sharing of monthly progress. HANS requires your generous support to continue these efforts to make our dream come true through rebuilding Balochistan affected areas and achieve vision of healthy, educated, prosperous and equitable society. Millions of Balochi women, children and survivors are looking forward to us. Let's work together to give them a ray of hope.